the National Football League is on the... So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Harris now to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here is 3rd and 5. Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Stroud working out of the gun. Knocked away and incomplete. The Texans at 10-6 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud coming right back after the pick six.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now it's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. And this will be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the second.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Josh Reynolds with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46, here's second down and 5. Now run straight ahead with Warren. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On the give, it's Warren. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Here we go. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line. Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jahan Dotson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing Nix. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Adave Owe able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. and they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Harris returning.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. We take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving touchdowns by running backs, and you'll notice his name sits atop the list entering the final weekend. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw. Here's Nix.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is Harris. Busts through the tackle. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Stroud. That is caught by Dell. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. 71 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Nix to the air. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
It certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Nix from the shotgun.
Flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. On the return, Harris. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And the Texans will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Stroud to throw it.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Doolin, the man in motion. Stroud out of the gun here. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and a couple. Now it's Nix.
And he checks this one down to Williams. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Nix escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun. Nix.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Back to throw. Nix.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw. Nix. And it's caught. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bo Nix, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
The Broncos offense in both. Set for this next possession.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Nix.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
2nd and 5.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On the counter, here's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Nix.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So the Broncos coming out now.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38. On the option to give to Williams here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
They run it again with Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix.
And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it into a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
He's to the 15.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jahan Dotson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you created with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Nix.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Nix. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Beck. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
To throw is Nix.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
This is caught. Touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. To throw, here's Nix.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On third down, here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Harris to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
The Texans offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now Stroud.
Well, there are 2 scores on the... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie, 70 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
3rd down and 1.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nix to throw again.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nix to the air.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Working out of the gun is Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Reynolds. And they'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 14.
Reynolds will go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Nix.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Back to the air with Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Bo Nix
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Makes the
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And Stroud now to throw.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it.
He's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Throwing to start the drive.
Nix. That's complete to Troutman right side.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake, Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47.
They'll run it, Warren.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That is caught. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the picnic.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Denver,
it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.